Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to some more PGA Tour 2K23 on the channel. It has been a while since I have played this game, but today we are going to be checking out Richard Hall's latest Fantasy Phenom contest course. It is called Orbitropia, and he says you won't have seen anything like it before and probably won't again. This is a par 72. Fairways and greens are firm. The green speeds are medium fast. Weather is overcast and the time of day is noon. Let's check out the tee options. There are only one tee option. It is a white tee which is playing 6,970, and as always we will be playing off pin set number 1. Now, I'm going to be very rusty here, guys. I've not had a practice round or nothing. We're just jumping straight into this one. But if you are new to the channel, please make sure to smash the subscribe button. And if you are enjoying the content, please leave a like. So very cool opening hole here. It certainly is golf on a different planet and a different galaxy. But let's try and take this down the centre off the fairway. That's a decent opening tee shot. It's better than what I expected. I am playing on master swing difficulty here. And that's going to leave me nothing more than a wedge into this opening green. Certainly not pitching it. That is one thing I've not missed with this game, where it's given me a pitch. Some writing off there in the distance. We will have to check that out later. Try and get a better view of it. It looked like it was the name of the course, but let's see if we can fire this gap wedge just short of the pin and let it release out. There is a downward slope that should help me. Tiny fast, slight push right, but that's tracking well. That's flew longer than I expected, but it is going to be a makeable putt. Slightly downhill, breaking from right to left. Hopefully I'm not pressing all the wrong buttons. I'm trying my best here to fully focus on the actual controls. I'm so used to EA Sports PGA Tour now, but that's a poor putt. Missed that by some considerable distance. Hopefully we can convert this putt for par, which I do. And we will move on to hole number 2. This is a long par 4. This is a tight drive, this. Let's see if we can thread the eye of the needle here and take this down the right-hand side of the fairway. This should get a nice kick left. Look into the layout of the fairway here. Some members bounce. And that is going to leave me 172 yards to the pin. 18 feet down. There is a backstop there if I am long, and I do need it. But let's go 8 iron here. Playing the wind and the slope. Just aiming left to the pin. It's another tiny fast, but it's tracking well. That should find this backstop and hopefully work its way back down towards the pin. No, it stayed there. Obviously, I never got high enough up the slope. But it's another downhill putt. This is going to break from right to left. There's not much in it. I've got to be so careful with the weight here. The feel of this game compared to EA Sports is completely different. And what a putt that is. I do pick up my first birdie. And it does get me to 1 under par. But this certainly is a course with a difference. I love the misty effect. A lot of problem solving required in this course. Can I reach that second part of the fairway? I think we can. I'm going to take it on. Let's try an overpower. 103%. It's a bigger fast than I would have liked, but that is going to comfortably reach that fairway. And that's probably going to be nothing more than a flop, maybe a pitch into this slightly elevated green, 44 yards out. Let's flop this one. It should release out a little bit. Great execution. This should run out. It didn't run out as much as I hoped it would. But it is a 13-foot putt for birdie. A little bit of a right to left here. Just going right edge of the cup and going to play this dead weight. Should turn. It does turn. And it's back-to-back birdies and gets me to 2 under par. Now, wow, what on earth do we have here? I'm convinced we'll hit the cave here. I'm going to probably have to chip this. Will I have the distance though? Why, this hole's got me completely puzzled. I'm not sure what the relevance of this hole is, but I'm convinced I'll hit the cave here. Other than putting it, I don't see what else I can do with a chip. I even think a punch shot would have too much loft. So let's see if we can run this down this cliffside. Hopefully it's not OB. I'm sure we'll soon find out. Slight slope. Is it going to work its way down? Oh, it is out of bounds. Oh, early. I really should have checked there before hitting that. I'm going to have to try and punch this end, but I still think a punch shot's going to have too much loft. And I think we will still hit the roof of this cave. This is a tough hole. This course really does have a bit of the Krypton factors to it, a lot of problem solving. So let's go with a gap wedge punch. Yikes. Yeah, I did still hit the top of that cave. I should have maybe went 9-iron or something there and just deliberately went long. I have made a mess of this hole. I wonder what the concept behind this hole is. It would be interesting to hear from the designer, Richard, in the comment section. Well, let's see if we can pitch this one close. It should run out. Oh, that's not came out well. I expected that to fly another 10 yards at least before it landed. We didn't make it up that slope. So this is for a double bogey. If this drops, it's a bonus. We've got the weight that needs to turn. It is going to turn, but it's going to turn too much. And that's a triple bogey. I think my shot selection on that hole was completely wrong. And I go from 2 under to +1. Hole number 5. Can we find the right-hand side of the fairway here? You certainly have options off the tee box. But love the layout of this golf course. Just can't get my head around that previous hole. So let's just apply full loft here, just to ensure we've got enough loft to get up this tiered fairway. That's a good shot. It's going to take me a good few holes to get a feel for this with my rhythm and my swing line. Hopefully it does improve as the round progresses. That is a tough pin. Certainly don't want to be short. 1, 2, 4, down 5 feet. 7 mile per hour crosswind. Gap wedge should be good here. Just going to play the wind in the slope and see if we can get this landing close to the flagstick. This should sit down pretty quickly. That wind should overpower the slope. It's a nice strike. Tiny fast. Yardage is going to be good. It's going to be about pin high. Let's see if I can convert this putt. Get me back to level par. It's a difficult putt though. A lot of movement on this. These greens are fairly slow at 148 as well. But I wonder what part of the galaxy this course is on. I've got very little information regarding the course. It was my friend and course designer Alan Eastwood that recommended this one to me. But if you guys do have any course recommendations you would like to see played on the channel, please reach out to me on Discord or my social media outlets. Oh, this is a tough par 3. Certainly going to have to pitch this one. Got a 6 mile per hour wind. Let's go full. I was going to say de-loft there. I'm trying to loft it. I don't think I need full loft, but let's just reset that. So let's apply a good bit of loft, full backspin, and play for this slope on the left-hand side. I've got to put a good strike in this. Oh, it's a laser beam. Perfect. This is tracking really well. Surely it spins back as well. What's a golf shot? Pure exhibition. And if you haven't already done so, please make sure to smash the like button if you enjoyed that shot. This is going to get me back to 1 under par after that triple bogey on the 3rd hole. Hole number 7. This isn't reachable for me, but the longer guys off the tee and with a helping wind, I would certainly be taking it on. But let's lay up with the 5 wood here. It's another slight fast, but it looks like this ball is going to kick hard left. And that should leave me either another pitch or full lob wedge into this elevated green. 92 yards out, up 17 feet. Lob wedge is made for it, by the way. Let's see if we can land this one right next to the pin. If you're going to miss, you want to miss left with that helping slope. Tiny fast, horrible swing line. Oh, that's going to be too long. I really didn't expect that to be long there, and that's going to leave me a nasty up and down. I hate these camera angles. I'm just going to try and chip this one close. It will be fortunate if it does drop. Not played a chip shot in this game in a long time. Not played the game in ages. It must be weeks. I've been so engrossed in EA Sports and plus running our Super League events on that is so time consuming that I've just not got round to playing this game. But this is now a tough putt for the par save. It's looking good though. It is good. What a fantastic par save that is after a poor chip shot. And we move on to hole number 8. This is a par 5. I'm going to aim to the right here. I am just hitting fast at the moment. I can't seem to hit anything other than a fast off the tee box. That's an even bigger fast. I was trying to slow my swing down there. It's going to work out well. But certainly my game is rusty here. And this is a fairly challenging course, but we should comfortably reach this green in 2. Let's go 5 wood. I am going to apply a good bit of de-loft here just to ensure this ball runs out. Just going to reset it. And hopefully this sets up a good eagle opportunity with a good strike. It's decent. It's another tiny fast. Ball is tracking left. Does it have the legs to get up to that flat tier off the green? It doesn't, even with that de-loft. And this is going to be a nasty putt. Hopefully I'm not obscured by that fringe. No, I should be okay. Let's see if we can drain this putt from 44 feet out. This would be a huge eagle putt. A lot of movement, but it should turn back the last couple of feet. We've got the weight. Is it going to turn back? Come on, ball. Good effort. I actually didn't have the weight, just left it a little bit short. But I do pick up the birdie. It gets me back to 2 under where we were after the first 3 holes. And there is the writing that we did catch earlier. I think it's just the name of the course. Let's see if I can get the camera angle on it. Yeah. Orbitropia. But certainly an interesting course. I can't recall Richard Hall ever doing anything like this previously. But obviously a very creative designer. My driver's going to be too long here. Let's just come back to the 3 wood and play the layup shot. It's another fast. I just can't seem to hit anything other than a fast off the tee box. My swing line there has probably helped me out. Despite that, I still find the light rough helping backstop if I am long. I am going to play for this backstop actually. Flop shot should be good. This should come out hot as well. Just applying a good bit of de-loft and top spin to this one. Just to ensure that run out. That's a good execution. Now surely this comes back down towards the pin. Here it comes. Oh, it didn't come all the way back. Wow. This is now a tricky putt. I really expected that ball to come back down further. Totally misjudged that. But look at the detail out with the course. Very cool. Nah, just my putting letting me down. We should be 2 or 3 shots better off here. Especially that par 3 in the cave. That just really killed my round with that triple bogey. I'm certainly having a fun time out here on this wacky golf course. There's that fast again, and I am trying my damnedest to slow my swing down. But it's another drive that does find the fairway. 140 yards, up 46 feet, 7 mile per hour wind. I think we're going to have to go 8 iron here. Let's apply a little bit of backspin and a touch of loft and try and hang this ball up in the air because I'm just in between clubs here. This needs to be a good strike. Playing the wind and the slope and see if we can get this one dialed in. Oh, it's a perfect. There's a really good strike. It's tracking well as well. Needs to go a little bit. That's a really good approach shot. Oh, that ball almost came off the edge of that slope there, but it has held. This is a slight uphill putt. Surely that's in. It is in. It does get me to 3 under par. Fantastic approach shot and putt there. And hole number 11. This is a long par 4 with the elevation gain on the fairway here. I think it's going to play longer than it suggests. And I'm doing things in the reverse there. Try to apply loft and I'm applying D-loft. But there's a perfect. Slowly starting to find my swing and tempo. I've actually got that drive a lot further than what I expected. But Sam Wedge should be bang on here. Let's try and get an overswing. And hopefully it gets a nice firm kick off of these firm greens. Oh, that needs to go. Despite the 102% power, that's going to come up short. It's starting to hit the ball a lot cleaner and truer with my swing and swing line. But this is a makeable putt from 18 feet. Don't want to leave it short. It's 5 inches uphill here. Have I hit it? Have I hit it? Oh my goodness. Now see if that happened in the EA, you would get certain players going, this game. It's just the way the cookie rolls. So close yet so far away there. This is certainly an interesting green. Target golf required here. I certainly want to find the left-hand side of the pin. There's a fair bit of calculation required here. Up 79 feet, 4 mile per hour wind. I think 9 iron is going to be too long. Let's go pitching wedge. I will apply a little bit of loft as well, just to ensure it has the height to get up there. That's D-loft early. Wow, it's amazing how you just lose your way with the controls. That's a lovely strike, by the way. Now, surely this kicks back down towards the pin. Come on. Oh, wow. I really expected that ball to take a different roll. Really been punished for a good shot there. But that certainly is a tough par 3. This is a tough course. But I'm certainly enjoying the challenge. Let's see if we can chip this one in. Ball is going to shoot hard left at my feet as soon as it leaves the club face. That needs to run. Oh, it just comes up short. That was a good effort. I'll take the par there all day long. It does ensure I remain at 3 under. And let's move on to hole number 13. I think it's a reachable fairway on the left-hand side for me here. We are 80 feet above it. A lot happier with my swing so far this back 9. Swing line starting to get truer and straighter. And my swing timing is getting closer to the perfects. I'm really in between clubs here. Let's go 8 iron. Top spin. Try and get a 104, 105% power. My concern here is the slope at my feet. I will lose a few yards here. I did get 104% power. Oh no, that's coming up way short because it is an uphill slope here. Misjudged that. Should have chose a different club there. This is going to be a lengthy putt uphill, breaking from right to left. It's a horrible putt line. I don't think I've hit that firm enough either. It's just going to come up short left. Decent lag putt though. We do finish with the par. And let's move on to hole number 14. This is a long par 5. Certainly not going to be reachable in 2. Fairway's going to kick from right to left. Wow, there's a slow, and that seems to have come out of nowhere. But this ball should kick hard left. We might get there with driver off the deck. Let's have a look. 317 yards. I just love the rock work in this golf course. Let's go with driver off the deck. I'm going to try and force a shot through that gap if we can reach it. Deliberate fast, but no. I think my 3-wood would have actually got me further down the fairway there. But it's going to leave me a pitch. There is a backstop if I'm long, but I don't think I'll need it. I'm hoping this ball comfortably runs out with the firm greens. It's a nice perfect. Surely that runs out for me. It's not run out as much as I expected or hoped. It's a very makeable putt. If only it ran out another 2 or 3 feet, it would be straight. I'm just going left edge here, making sure I don't underhit it. And yeah, that's a good putt. It does get me to 4 under par. Hole number 15. This is a downhill par 4. This is certainly reachable here. My concern is I'm going to be too long. It's a nice swing again. I think this is going to bounce through the green. It's not even going to land on the green, is it? Not the worst outcomes there. Hopefully we can get up and down for the birdie. Oh, this is horrible. There's no way of me stopping this. Let's try and manufacture a shot. Flop's not worth it. I'm going to have to use the right-hand side of this green here and try and find the slope and get this ball feeding back down from right to left. So I want to find that slope on the right-hand side. Just working out my yardage here. Hopefully I don't overhit this. The ball is going to shoot hard right at my feet. I've overhit it. I know I've overhit it. It should still find that flattish area of the green, but that should have been closer. Really overhit that. But this is a very makeable putt from 16 feet. I'll be disappointed if I don't convert this. Breaking slightly from left to right at my feet, then it should turn back. Oh, wow. I'm really surprised that didn't drop. It's another birdie that just evades me. But let's move on to hole number 16. Short par 4. Certainly not driving this one. Let's come down to the 3-wood. And hopefully it leaves me nothing more than a wedge into this green. Swing timing's really coming on now. So there is a helping slope here to the right of the pin, and I'm certainly going to try and play for that. Just got to calculate the wind and the slope. It's a lovely strike, tiny slope, but this is tracking well. It should kick left and down towards the pin. It's a firm kick. But it is going to set up another birdie opportunity. Happy with that shot.
Good luck with this 15-footer.
I've just not been reading these kind of putts well enough. Hit this one a little bit softer. Still totally misread it. So no matter what game I'm on, whether it's EA Sports or PGA Tour 2K23, my pattern is just not up to scratch with the rest of my game. Hole number 17. Let's see if we can finish with 2 birdies here. This is a par 5. I don't want to be too close to that cave because it looks like it's the same cave from the par 3, which really cost me. So 3-wood's a common sense shot here, and hopefully I can hit another 3-wood through this cave. I'm just going to have to apply some de-loft here just to ensure we get through it. Early, come on. I'm doing things in the reverse here. Big shot coming up, because if this goes through the cave, it should comfortably kick onto the green. It's a perfect, it's a lovely, lovely strike. Oh, you're kidding me. Wow. I fully expected that ball to run onto the green. That's just really unlucky and kind of sums up how things are going for me at the moment. Let's see if I can pitch this one close. This is a downward slope towards the pin, so this should comfortably run out. It should keep working its way down. Don't stop there.
Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green.
See, this is another foot down. So I'm quite surprised that ball didn't run out. This is a big putt. I've missed too many of these kind of putts today. But I've thoroughly enjoyed my round here. It's a good game to jump back onto. Just for me online, the game is terrible. Oh, early. It's another poor putt. That feels like a bogey there. The final hole of this course from another planet. Definitely a course with a difference. I think 5-iron should be the club here. Let's take a practice swing here. To try and use that slope to the left of the pin. That would be perfect. Let's see if we can recreate that and finish with a birdie or maybe even a hole-in-one. That is a big ask though. Oh, I've pushed my swing line right. This should still work out well with a slope. And hopefully I can convert this birdie putt. That should get better and better. Look at that. It's worked out really well. A little bit fortunate there. So we have had a little bit of luck. But this is a pretty straightforward putt. Wow, almost missed that on the edge, but we do finish with a 5 under par, which is a round of 67. But what a fantastic golf course there from Richard Hall. It's certainly a course that's worth a play. But that is it for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to leave a like. If you are new to the channel, smash the subscribe button. And until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.